The charming killer who fooled everyone. It started with a smile. Not the kind that makes you uncomfortable, but the kind that makes you trust someone instantly. In the 1970s, across the United States, young women began disappearing. No clear pattern, no obvious suspect, and the most terrifying part, the man responsible didn't look dangerous at all. This is the story of one of the most shocking crime cases in American history, the case of a man who blended into society so perfectly that no one suspected him at first. His name was Ted Bundy. On the surface, he seemed like someone you'd admire, well-spoken, intelligent, even described as charming, but behind that carefully crafted image was something far darker. Ted Bundy was born in 1946. From a young age, his life was filled with confusion about his identity and family background. Some reports suggest he struggled with feelings of rejection and isolation as he grew older. He learned how to present himself in a way that others would accept. He studied law, volunteered in political campaigns, and appeared to be building a normal, by even successful life. But underneath that surface, something wasn't right. In the early 1970s, reports of missing young women began increasing in places like Washington and Oregon. Witnesses started noticing a strange detail. Some women had been approached by a man who seemed polite, sometimes even asking for help. He didn't act like a threat. In fact, he often appeared injured, using a cast or crutches to gain sympathy. And that's how he got close. As more cases appeared, investigators noticed similarities. Victims were often college-aged women. Many had long dark hair, and multiple witnesses mentioned something chilling. The suspect introduced himself with a simple name, Ted. At the time, it didn't seem like enough to identify someone, but slowly, a pattern began forming. The problem was, no one could believe that someone so normal could be behind these crimes. Eventually, suspicion began to focus on Ted Bundy. In 1975, he was arrested after being stopped by police. Inside his car, officers found items that raised serious questions. Still, the case wasn't simple. Bundy acted as his own defense in court, projecting confidence and intelligence. For a moment, it even seemed like he might outsmart the system. Then something unbelievable happened. Not once, but twice. He managed to escape custody. These escapes shocked the public and raised serious concerns about how dangerous he truly was. During this time, more crimes occurred, making it clear that he wasn't going to stop on his own. Authorities launched a massive manhunt. Eventually, Bundy was captured again. This time, there was no escape. The trial gained national attention. People across the country followed every detail. What shocked many wasn't just the crimes, but how ordinary he seemed in the end. He was convicted. The story of Ted Bundy remains one of the most disturbing cases in history, not just because of what he did, but because of how icily he blended in. That it forces a question that still lingers today. How well do we really know the people around us?